What's up, guys? My name's Gamer360 Sports, giving you guys some more World Series show with Oscar Bryant and the Harrisburg Senators. This episode, Oscar Bryant is trying to improve his team's record and his batting average to impress the scouts to move him up to AAA. Right now, he's hitting .257 with 11 home runs and 42 RBIs, but right now there's rumor after rumor floating around that he could be traded. There's a couple of teams that want him right now as a top prospect and possibly calling up to AAA next season, which means he is majorly a very big asset on the trade market. Some teams that have been floating around: the Chicago Cubs, the Colorado Rockies, the Los Angeles Dodgers. A bunch of teams in the National League want him on their team. And right now, he's been showing he's got the talent to do whatever he wants these days, especially here in AA. He's hoping to learn a little bit more before he goes to AAA, but right now, he can get called up at any time, as he's catching up right now to his left fielder counterpart here in the Washington Nationals organization. Now, over 2 with 2 strikeouts right here, top of the 6. He's going to hit this ball right here into left field, and it's going to just miss the left fielder's glove. This would be an E7 as it moves him all the way to second. He gets as far as third base, but he doesn't come all the way around to score. In what was a tough game already, he ends up going 0-4 on the day. But anyway, if you thought those trade rumors were not real, Oscar Bryant did get traded this episode. That's why the title is traded, as he's been traded for Carlos Marmol from the Chicago Cubs, which gives the Nationals a closer, but also gives them less depth in AA in left field. And you can tell right now, Oscar Bryant is going to be batting fourth behind Ryan Sweeney, who's in right field. The Tennessee Smokies are 22-7 and 22 right now in the second half of the season, third in batting average, one of the top teams in AA. And he wasn't doing that good to start off in his career with the Smokies. But right now, he has a chance to make the playoffs with this team because they won the first half of the season, which means they are locked into the playoffs no matter what happens. And Oscar Bryant should be happy. He wanted playoff baseball. He will get playoff baseball here with the Tennessee Smokies. But anyway, it's the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-2 count right here. Trying to get something going. And Oscar Bryant would check swing on this high pitch, and that would be no swing. It is going to be ball 4. And yes, Oscar Bryant would try and go for his first steal with the Smokies. And he does just that. No error this time, like in the first steal attempt of this episode. So yeah, he would end up going 0 for 3 with a walk on the day, with an error and a couple flyouts, maybe a pop-out. Now bottom 4th, 2-1 count. He's going to take this one for a ride. Will this be a home run? No, it won't, because it's caught just in the warning track by the right fielder. It's a very short wall, but he popped that one up. Now the bottom of the 5th inning, 0-2 count. He would bring in his first career RBI and get his first hit as a Smoky, as that would be an RBI single to make this game even bigger for the Tennessee Smokies. Now anyway, you can see he would go 1 for 4 on the day with an unassisted ground out and a couple of flyouts. We continue on taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers AA affiliate, the Chattanooga Lookouts. And you can see Corey Seager is the only good player right now on this squad today. And Oscar Bryant starts off by hitting this one into what should be a double play, but instead it is an infield single on the jump ball by the second baseman. Now bottom second, man on first and second, 4-0 already. He has a walk on this one. He hits this one again to right field, and this would end up loading up the bases. In fact, bringing in a run, just very close to being gunned out at home plate. That's an RBI single for Oscar Bryant. Now bottom of the 8th. 1-1 count again. He's going to take this one for a no-doubter. Bing, zoom, that baby is out of here. It's the first home run as a Tennessee Smoky. So, Oscar Bryant on the day would end up going 1 for 5 with an E4, getting him to third base, as well as 2 flyouts to center field. Now you can see this is where we show you that we actually are on top of the division no matter what, and are able to make the semifinals no matter what we do. But here's an error right now at first base to get men on first and second. Oscar Bryant's easily going to get on base right there. Now bottom 5th, 11-4 now. He's going to take this one towards right center field, I should say, into the gap. And this would be ending up being a double for Oscar Bryant, sliding into second base. And he is getting red hot right now, that's for sure. Now anyway, he would try and go for a steal immediately afterwards, and he would do so because the pitcher is oblivious to what's going on behind him, and the catcher does not have the power to gun him out at third base. So Oscar Bryant gets another steal here in Double-A. He ends up going 2 for 4 on the ball game. But the next game was huge against Birmingham. And you guys remember, this was Michael Jordan's minor league baseball team. And he starts off by giving this one a ride right up the center of the plate, off the top of the bleachers, into the industrial park. It is going to be a home run that now makes it 3-3 at the top of the ninth with 1 out. And you can tell this one would also be taken for a ride. And this one would bounce off the scoreboard in left center, as that would be a solo shot to win this game for the Tennessee Smokies 4-3. A 2 home run ball game, 2 for 5 on the ball game. And Oscar Bryant once again dominates right there. Now top of the fourth, 0-1 count, men on first and second, trying to bring in a run. Oscar Bryant hits this one to center field, man rounding around third, but the center fielder has an arm, and he is gunned out at home plate. So overall, that does not bring in a run. I wanted the run to come in for Oscar Bryant's sake. Unfortunately, it did not. He ends up going 1 for 5. Now taking on Mobile. The Mobile Bay Bears are all set right here. 25-35 in this half of the season. Tennessee is 37-23. Now we start off walking on this pitch. 2-0 already. Hits this one into right field. It goes right by the right fielder. He's going to round around first base. This could be a double. Make that a triple, as he rounds around second and slides into third. But the scorekeeper was drunk on this play. He did not score an error. He scored it a single. What? So overall, his first career triple in Double-A in total is just taken away by the scorekeeper that is drinking Bud Light or something like that in the press boxes. But anyway, he goes 1 for 4 in the ball game. Now bottom 6 still against Mobile. 4-0 already. This one's going to be hit into center field. It's going to be an easy single. And Oscar Bryant needs to get better and better at these at-bats, because he's going to get another steal attempt and go and get on to second base on a very high catch and throw by the catcher and second baseman. Now the bases are loaded. Bottom 7, chance to tie the ball game up. Oscar Bryant would hit this one right by the first baseman and bring in not 1 run, but 2 runs. It is an RBI double, or so you think, because they start walking off the field. It would end up being 2 singles on the ball game, 2 for 4 again. Now here's his batting stats again. 257 right now with 14 home runs and 50 RBIs, which is great right now this season. Now starting off this game with a bang right here. The bottom 4th, he hits this one into the corner, and this would end up being a double for Oscar Bryant. A stand-up double. Once again, he's cruising again. But he would go for another steal and give the fans even more of a show. He gets onto third base, and the fans are kind of like, okay, he's going for a ton of steals. It's now 1-1. Bottom of the 7th, he hits this one on a check swing, and this should be a double play instead. It will put man on first and third on the fielder's choice. Now you can see he would get all the way to third on the fielder's choice and end up going 1 for 4 on the ball game again. Now he's pinch hitting still here against Mobile. It is now 7-5, and right now they need a huge shot. 6th inning, 0-2 count. Oscar Bryant struggles at pinch hitting. He hits this ball right to the second baseman for an easy double play. Yeah, that's gotta hurt, as that would end up killing the rally and putting 2 outs right there on the dirt pitch. Now you can see Dallas Beeler is on the mound, who is 8-3, but has a really high ERA at 4.57. Now we're starting off at the bottom of the first. 0-0 count. This one's right by the pitcher, and Oscar Bryant right now is third in the order because Ryan Sweeney is now called up for the Chicago Cubs to AAA, which means Oscar Bryant now has more chances. He starts off by hitting this one right by the right fielder after an error single before this, and this goes all the way to the wall again. And this time, it is not an error. It is a triple for Oscar Bryant, his first career triple. It actually should be second, but yeah, Oscar Bryant has got the triple. Now, bottom of the ninth, 3-0 count. It is 7-4. Oscar Bryant would end up getting walked on base once again. What would he do when he gets on base? 1-0 count. He would start off by getting a steal attempt after a ball just before he steals second. Now, once again, he's trying to do something. 1-2 count now. He would end up going for a steal again, but you can see the hitter grounds the ball, and yeah, that would end up grounding out right there, putting Oscar Bryant on third. He goes around to score overall, and on the day, he goes 2 for 4 with a walk. Now taking on Chattanooga yet again. It is now the 4th inning, 0-2 count. Oscar Bryant would hit this one to the second baseman for an easy ground out. We continue to go up and down, up and down. Hot streak is going good. Then you can see it's going to hit this ball into left field. The second baseman, the second runner is not moving, and that's going to fly out to left field. Maybe we can do something right here. Top of the ninth, 0-0 count. Oscar Bryant hits this one over the third baseman's head, and that's going to be a single. That would hopefully start off a rally. Indeed, it would start off a rally, as the team would end up winning this game on a 1-for-4 ball game by Oscar Bryant. And we're coming towards the end of this episode, but let me tell you, this has been a great episode, and Oscar Bryant is thriving in his new surroundings, as Juan Abreu is on the mound for Chattanooga in a pinch hitting opportunity. Top of the 8th, 2 men on, 0-2 count, and he's gonna bunt his way right here to move the men to second and third on a sacrifice bunt. He didn't want to affect his batting average, so he just bunted the ball. But you can see now the San Antonio Generals have taken over the top of the division for the second half of the season. So the Smokies do not own the complete rights to home field advantage, as Oscar Bryant strikes out right here on an easy pitch and goes 0 for 4 in this next game. But we continue on right here, now going to a pinch hitting opportunity with Steven Ames on the mound, who is 5-5 with a 2.45 ERA, allowing 80 hits. And this will be chopped up towards the second baseman for an easy ground out. Very close, but yeah, that does not do anything. And you can see that's an easy 4-3 ground out for Chattanooga to pick up. But anyway, we continue on, and you can see we have finished off the season. The Smokies made the playoffs at 40-30 in the second half. They won the division in the first half of the season, like I said, so they're in the playoffs taking on the Jacksonville Generals. Not the San Antonio Generals, the Jacksonville Generals. So anyway, this will now wrap up this episode of Road to the Show with Oscar Bryant and the Harrisburg Generals. Not Harrisburg, I mean Tennessee Smokies. I gotta get used to that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day. Be sure to like this as soon as possible.